Good morning, my crafty friends. I am on this morning with a Craftspiration inspiration with my sweet friend Denise Abate-Smith from Treasures of a Crafty Mind. Yes. We drop videos twice a week, and it's on Wednesdays and Sundays at 9 a.m. California time. I did a doodlebug swap, and this is one of my projects from there. And I thought I would share it. I love making banners, and this particular one, I don't know if I've actually used this die. I don't remember, and if I have, it's been a really, really long time. This is a Scrap Diva die, and I believe it's actually made to do, excuse me, a journal that goes this way, or it can flip up this way. I've never made a journal with it, but I will soon, I guess. I always love her dies. We've got the stitched, and we've got the ruffly, the softer look, which I love. I may have used maybe one piece. I don't remember. But I used all three pieces. In the package are several other pieces, and it's mostly foliage. There's leaves and something. I don't know the name. There was no name on the package. This die was still in its original package. So, and I've had it for a while. So those of you who know when this one came out, you know I've had it for a little bit. So what I did, I made a base out of this piece right here. I put this pretty little piece, this is my second piece, and I put it here, and I'll show you why I did that, and then constructed it, did another, so it's constructed of 3 parts with this die. Okay, let's set that aside and show you what I did. The Doodlebug paper, absolutely adorable, and I loved it. So this piece right here, let me get this back. It's really early in the morning. I'm not an early bird. I'm a night owl. But I chose to go to bed. Okay, here we go. This was my base, and what I did to put the string through, instead of putting straws on the back or some other form, I actually flipped this down, and I glued it shut with the string in it. So the string doesn't move, but I did it individually so that my recipient can actually undo this bow here. I kept it incredibly simple when it came to that part. Usually there's beads and things like that. Not this time. Trying out a different way. I never make my banners the same. They're always different, and I always try different shapes. So this string here behind here does not move. It's glued in, but there's enough to make it longer, shorter. If she wants to add anything to it, she absolutely can. But I did the back. We've got a solid 65-pound red. And then we've got our Doodlebug polka dots, which are stinking adorable. Oh my gosh. And then the Santa paper back here. Totally sweet. I used the stickers from the big sticker sheet. And they're nice and heavyweight and just fantastic. I did a poinsettia. And this one, I want to say this one is a Scrap Diva poinsettia. I normally don't put like leaves behind it, but I did this time because I wanted more texture. And so it's a plate, and there were several sizes. And so I used a larger size to do my foliage, and then stacked the flower with the 3 other sizes. And I always put a bead cap and a gemmy in there. I did layer so many. I feel like I've got a lot of layers here, but I enjoyed it. I've got 2 layers of this sparkly glittery tulle. Glitter everywhere that comes off of that. Hair, face, eyes, everywhere. I've got my point. I've got this shape right here. My punch that I have had forever. You can see part of it's missing. I have that right below here. And that is done in a blue. You can't really see it, but I glued everything on top of it and then glued it down. I've got my poinsettia, and then what I did with the ephemera, and there's like, in the ephemera package and the bits and pieces and whatnot, there are over 200 pieces. Granted, there are 2 of each of those pieces, sometimes more. There were a lot of little gingies, which they're so cute. Look at them. And the little elfies. And then the candy canes is what I just tucked in behind the flower in different areas and just gave it a little more dimension. And this says making spirits bright behind this little elf. I thought it was really cute. And just having this just added a little more sparkle and dimension to it. Lifts it up a little bit. And here we've got the little deer with some lollipops and a heart. And it's built the same way. And it says jingle bells, jingle bells. Very sweet. All built the same way. And then here's this sweet one too. So you can see I'm kind of a little bit of a creature of habit. There's got to be, the center is always something a little different. The 2 outside ones are similar. That's not always the case, but sometimes it is. So we've got a little boy, the sweet little girl, and we've got the candy canes and the gingy up in here. Very cute. Very cute. And this one says a winter wonderland. So this is from the Doodlebug collection, Oh What Fun. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And then I ordered the the paper that complements it for the background. So this was not necessarily, let me see. Nope. This was in the complementing packet, which means that there was plaids and stripes and polka dots. I think it was called polka dots and stripes or something, but it went with the collection and it was perfect. And I don't always order that, but I did this time. So this is for the swap that I did. I might show some of the other pieces. I've already wrapped everything up. I feel like my sweet friend Tiffany, Crafting Like a Boss, would be so proud of me because I made all of the boxes to go. Ooh, dropping stuff. To go with this swap because it's an Advent swap. So we did 12 days and this just sits in here. Now, is it a perfect box? No, because I'm good at math when it involves money, but this one was a little bit, I need to learn more about sizing here. And it was already in the box, but I put it in the box and in it goes. And she will open these on the different days. So this was the 5th day. And I was very random about it. But it was more about the garland. That's what I wanted to show you today. And I made a box. I made a lot of boxes to fulfill this. So there we go. Friends, if you have not gone to check out my friend Denise Abate-Smith, then go click on the link below and go check out what she did for today. She did something spectacular. I know she did. She sent me a box of goodies, which I will open up in the next day or so. We did a mini swap. Go check her out. And if you are so inclined, hashtag Scrappy Happy and show us what you're making right now during the holiday season. We're almost through December, and whatever holiday crafting, everything I'm doing currently will be gifts. Don't forget to check us out on Saturday. We have the Paper Sisters hop. It is gingerbread and hot cocoa, because Friday is gingerbread day and Saturday is hot cocoa day. How could we not be excited about that? So watch us on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. my time, to see what we're doing there, okay? I will tag all that stuff down below so you can go take a look at it and join us in all of our scrappy, happy fun. All right, friends, have a spectacular day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.